There's no doubt about it. In most people's minds that Australia's guilty of criminal genocide, intentional, from the get-go. It's got a woeful record when it comes to dealing with this crime. Complete state of denial. Our population went from 100% of the population here in Victoria to about 0.001% in a short space of time. There's no doubt there's genocide going on. So why can't we access these courts? Why aren't they preventing it? Why aren't they protecting our people? Why isn't anyone getting punished? It's clearly evident that there's genocide going on for a long time here. So it may be an opportunity where this higher court can see the light. Now the noose is tightening around Australia. Not going to get away with it too much longer. As you can see, the international arena with genocide's become a real issue to the people, particularly in places like Palestine. And we have a law that prevented things like genocide. And we live in harmony with all these other mobs across this continent. With sustainable, proper law. This here is based on piracy. Genocide's a crime, and it has been since 1948. Same year the birth of Charles III, or as we know him, Chuck the Turd. That's all we need to do. Australia's something else. No consent, no treaties. What does that mean? How do you get jurisdiction out of that? Supreme Court. No, it's a deluded notion. White supremacy. We went from healthy, robust tribes and nations of people to beggars in our own land. The most jailed people on earth. Men, women and children. Our law is represented by our fire. And that came from the beginning. We say it was made by our ancestor creators. Not man or woman or anybody else. It's set in concrete. It don't change for nobody. King or queen. It's tied up in the well-being of this land. Everything about it. Because when you do commit genocide and things like that, and you kill off the custodians, the caretakers and the guardians, and those things are all laws there. Caretaking law, guardian law and custodial law. That's what we have over this land. And we protected it. It's a pristine environment not that long ago. It's disgusting now. It's becoming a toxic waste dump, getting worse daily. Victoria's got something to answer for. This is the first constitution here, based on empty land. Here, terra nullius. That's where it began. So that's why we're here today. We're going to change all this. Australia's got to acknowledge international law. They're unwilling and unable. And they're demonstrating it by blocking Aboriginal people from accessing these places. Do we need to go to another country and ask them to take us to these courts? Do we? You know, we can sort it out here. It starts here today.
This colony has breached its own laws on the very foundation of them. They have breached their normal precedents. That's how the laws work in this country from the British precedents. That's how they always work their laws here. The other laws that they've breached are the natural laws. Again, they've breached those. So every other law that they hold, other than those that impact on the first peoples of this country, have been breached. They are breaching their own laws to keep the genocide going of our people here. The thing that we've got on our side is that our genocide is now being approached in a law court. This is going to be a very important hearing today. Our sovereignty is in country. We can't cede sovereignty because we don't own it. We are sovereigns of country. Therefore, they cannot take our sovereignty away because we don't own it. It belongs in country and we are of that sovereignty. That is a very important point that these people don't understand.
We all know and believe now that our old people are right here with us watching over us, and that's confirmed by the supernatural abilities of our fire. And the theme for this year's NAIDOC theme is keep the fires burning, so that's what we do. But I think the message in that is to state the inner fire for the inner warrior and to fire up for peace and justice and equality in this land. So Womadri, you're welcome. I appreciate your presence, and as a representative of the wards of the state of this land that bear our bloody serial numbers, keep your chins up, and hopefully we've got better things moving in the future. Appreciate the support. Thank you.